Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you class 9th? I hope all of you are fine. I am your biology teacher. Chapter 4 Cells and Tissues. Today in this video lecture we will discuss endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, centrioles and vacuoles. Let's start from endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, the name of organelle is endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is a network of interconnected channels that extend from cell membrane to nuclear envelope. Okay, that extend from cell membrane to nuclear envelope. Okay, so look at this. All these are the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, these are the network of interconnected channels that extend from cell membrane to nuclear envelope. The network exists in two forms. Okay, it means there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum: rough endoplasmic reticulum RER and smooth endoplasmic reticulum SER. Okay, rough endoplasmic reticulum, look at this diagram, the surface is rough, and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, look at its surface, it is smooth. Now start from rough endoplasmic reticulum. So rough endoplasmic reticulum is so named because of its rough appearance. And why they have rough appearance? Due to presence of ribosomes. Okay, ribosomes are attached with it. Okay, so all these are the ribosomes. They are attached with the endoplasmic reticulum. Because of this, it gives them a rough appearance. Because of that, these are called as rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, due to the presence of ribosomes, rough endoplasmic reticulum serves a function in protein synthesis. Okay, we already discussed that the function of ribosome is the protein synthesis. So ribosomes are attached with endoplasmic reticulum, so it means they serve as a function in the process of protein synthesis. Okay. Second type of endoplasmic reticulum is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it lacks ribosome. Okay, it means ribosome is absent and is involved in lipid metabolism. Okay, so they help in the process of lipid metabolism and in the transport of material from one part of the cell to the other. Okay, so they help in lipid metabolism. They help in the transportation of material from one part of the cell to the other parts, and then it also detoxify the harmful chemicals that have entered the cells. Okay, so they also use to detoxify harmful substances or chemicals. Okay, so look at this portion, that is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now next organelle is Golgi apparatus. Okay, the name of organelle is Golgi apparatus. So an Italian physician, Camillo Golgi, discovered a set of flattened sacs. These flattened sacs are called as cisternae in the cells. Okay, so Italian physician Camillo Golgi discovered a set of flattened sacs, cisternae in the cell. And in 1906, Golgi was awarded Nobel Prize for Physiology and Medicine. Now in this set, many cisternae are stacked over each other. The complete set of cisternae is called Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex. Okay, so many cisternae are stacked over each other, and the complete set of cisternae is called Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex. Okay, so look at this. These are the stacked of the cisternae. Okay, cisternae are stacked over each other, and then they form the Golgi apparatus. Now it is found in both plant and animal cell. Okay, so Golgi bodies are present in both animals and plant cells. Okay, so look at this Golgi apparatus. Now it is Here it is present in animal cell, and here it is present in plant cell. Now its function is to modify molecules coming from rough endoplasmic reticulum and packs them in a small membrane bound sacs called Golgi vesicle. Okay, so it modifies molecules coming from rough endoplasmic reticulum and pack them in a small bounded sac-like structure that is called as Golgi vesicles. And these sacs can be transported to various locations in cells or to its exterior in the form of secretion. Okay, so basically all the molecules coming from rough endoplasmic reticulum, they are packed in small membrane bounded structure in the Golgi vesicle, and they modify these molecules in the form of Golgi vesicle. Okay, and the sacs can be transported to various locations in cells or to the exterior in the form of secretion. Now look at here, these are the vesicles. They come from the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So Golgi bodies, they modify these vesicles that comes from the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and they move through these cisternes, and then they are converted in the membrane bounded sac-like structure, and sometimes they move inside the cells or sometimes they move out of the cells in the form of secretion. Okay, so look at here, if any waste product are there, then they excrete out from the cell through that. Okay, and product for internal use. Okay, it means if any substance that come from rough endoplasmic reticulum and they are required inside the cell, so they are bounded or modified in the form of this membrane bounded Golgi vesicles, and they are used inside the cell. And if these are not required, so in that form they are excreted from the cell. Okay. Now next important component is lysosome. In the mid-20th century, a Belgian scientist, Christian René de Doof, discovered lysosome. Lysosome contains strong digestive enzymes and work for the breakdown of food and waste material within the cells. Okay, they contain digestive enzymes, and digestive enzymes, they help in the breakdown of food substances and all other waste material they are present in the cells. Now during its function, a lysosome fuses with the vacuole that contain targeted material, and its enzyme break down the material. Okay, so look at this, this is the lysosome, and they attach with the targeted material. Okay, it means those material which cells need to break down. So lysosome combine with that targeted material and they break down that material. Now let's think, what can happen when a lysosome bursts inside the cell and all its enzymes are released in the cytoplasm. Okay, in lysosome digestive enzymes are present, and digestive enzymes, they break down every substance that is present in the cell. And if this lysosome bursts inside the cell, then what happens? Okay, so if the lysosome gets ruptured or burst open within a cell, then it will cause autolysis. Okay, now what is autolysis? It will digest the entire cell along with the cell organelle. Okay, so it means it will digest complete cell and all the organelles in the cell. It contains acid, hydrolase or digestive enzymes that digest excess or worn out organelle, food particles, engulf viruses, bacteria and macromolecules. They can also digest or damage its own cell, causing the cell death. Okay. Now next cell organelle is centrioles. Okay. Animals and many unicellular organisms have hollow and cylindrical organelles that are called as centrioles. Okay, look at this. These are the hollow cylindrical organelles. These are called as centrioles. Each centriole is made of 9 triplets of microtubules made up of tubulin protein. Okay, 9 triplets. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. Okay, these are the 9 triplets. Triplets mean 3. So each centroid is made up of 9 triplet of microtubules. Okay, so these are the triplets. So 9 triplets of microtubules, collectively they form a centroid. Now animal cell have two centroids located near the exterior surface of nucleus. Okay, look at this. These are the centroids. These are the two centroids near the exterior surface of the nucleus, and two centroids are collectively called as centrosomes. Okay, collectively these are called as centrosomes. Okay, now function of centroid. Their function is to help in the formation of spindle fibers during cell division. Okay, when process of cell division occur like mitosis or meiosis, so in which spindle fiber formation of spindle fiber occur because of centroids. In some cells, centroids are involved in the formation of cilia and flagella. Okay, so they help in the formation of spindle fiber. They also help in the formation of cilia and in the formation of flagella. Cilia and flagella are the locomotory organs. Okay, last cell organelle given in your book, that is the vacuole. Okay, vacuoles are fluid filled single membrane bonded organelle. Okay, so in plant cell one large central vacuole is present, and in animal cells small vacuoles are present. Okay, and vacuoles are fluid filled single membrane bonded structure. Now cells have many small vacuoles in their cytoplasm. However, when a plant cell matures, its small vacuoles absorb water and fuse to form a single large vacuole in the center. Cell in this state becomes turgid. Okay, when one large central vacuole is present and they absorb a lot of water, then cell is present in the state of turgid. Now many cells take in materials from outside in the form of food vacuole, then digest the material with the help of lysosomes. Small unicellular organisms use contractile vacuoles for the elimination of waste from their bodies. Okay, so food vacuoles, contractile vacuoles. Food vacuoles contain the food substances. They are digested with the help of lysosomes, and unicellular organisms use contractile vacuole for elimination of the waste substances. Okay, so look at this. That is the cell, that is the cytoplasm, nucleus is present here. This is the food vacuole and this is the contractile vacuole. Food vacuole, they contain food, and contractile vacuole contain the waste substances. Okay students, I hope you enjoyed your today's lesson. Please keep on watching video lessons to make your concept clear. Thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.